Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today, I'm heading to the Lego store. I heard they still have the 100 Years of Disney promos. The one with the little chromed out Mickey Mouse and the projector with the light brick that shines through the printed window glass and like projects Mickey Mouse or Steamboat Willie onto the screen. Yeah, it's just such a neat promo, right? Is it Steamboat Willie? I think so. Yeah, Steamboat Willie. Look at that projector. That is just such a neat concept. And you get a light brick in a promo. I feel like I want to get one more of those before they completely sell out. They should have them until the 7th. Today is the 3rd, but I just want to make sure we get another one of those. And maybe we'll get something for the Disney shelf, which is looking pretty small. You know, like there's not a whole lot on it. Got the little mini Disney castle, also Steamboat Willie, which is just a beauty. And then this little rebrickable model set right here. It's pretty cool, right? One thing from each park from Disney World. Animal Kingdom, Epcot, the Magic Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. And then, of course, we have some other, like, larger Disney stuff. The Disney Castle, which Jose is currently building. Then Mickey and Minnie up here. The Royal Clamshell, the Disney train station, and also the villain set. But it might be worth picking up some different smaller sets to get another one of these promos, just because I think this projector is so cool. So I just finished up at the Lego store. It is crazy busy in there. Like, wow, it's like release day busy, I'm telling you right now. Why is that? That's because it's a long weekend here at Edmonton. Well, here in Canada, because it was just Canada Day. So I guess everybody's off on Monday, so everybody goes to the Lego store. So I was checking out a whole bunch of different stuff in the Disney aisle. Mainly what I wanted to get was the Duos set. But unfortunately they're sold out. And that's because it's a long weekend. They didn't get their shipment today, unfortunately. Woo! So I ended up picking up the Haunted Mansion set. I think that's pretty cool. Jose is into this one here. And this one retailed for like $50. Definitely a decent set. Looks very spooky. I don't know, I'm a little bit scared. But it comes with that exclusive minifigure there. And it is the Haunted Mansion. You know what? Jose actually has been eyeing this one up for a while. Every time she goes in there, she's like, we should get this. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit small. But today I was like, you know what? I'm going to surprise Jose by picking up the Haunted Mansion. Now, I picked this one up, I think it was like $55, something like that. And if I would have paired it up nicely with the Duos, I would be pretty close to getting that promo. But they're currently sold out of the Duos set. I know Jose wants that one as well. She's more so into the smaller Disney stuff like this. I like the bigger display stuff, right? Like the castles and the Mickey and the Minnie. So what I decided to do is just pick up another one of these. I think this is a really good set with 567 pieces, and I don't know if a whole lot of people are buying this set. And I think when it retires, it'll do quite well, just because you get Mickey and all those gold and almost like opal colored elements on the top of the like towers and spires of the Disney castle. So after getting that one, I was pretty close to getting the promo, so of course I decided to round up my order and get one of those promos there. Yeah, and I did that by getting some of these minifigures. Just don't think you can go wrong with this EMF series. It's a great series, and there's lots of good characters in there, so I got some of those. But if I would have got the Duos, it would have made it a little bit easier. I don't know if I really needed that, but what I could do is next time I go to the Lego store, just bring the little mini Disney castle with my receipt, return it, and get the Duos. But it's just a good way to secure another one of those promos for now. So that's why I decided to get what I got today. Insane busy in there. Wow. Canada's largest Lego store, busy. I don't know what else I'm going to do today. The wife wants me to go to Home Depot, so maybe I'll have to do that. Oh, hey, by the way, did you see this guy's hat? That guy's got style. So I've decided that all of this Disney talk has inspired me to work on my amusement park a bit. So that's what we're going to do when I get home. But first, I've got to go to Home Depot and get a new sander. Woo! I love sanding. No, we're just patching some walls in our bathroom because we had this like peel and stick wallpaper that wasn't applied correctly. Then we had to take the peel and stick wallpaper off, and it absolutely destroyed the paint. So spackling it, and I was like, you know what? I need to go get like a big sander, so it just like a dry, like almost, it's hard to explain. I'm gonna go find one at the Home Depot and I'll show you what I mean, but then we'll move on to the amusement park. I guess long sanding story short, I need a new sander, and something like this would be pretty cool, you know? I feel like that's a good piece of equipment to own. Or maybe even something a little bit more aggressive like that. Wow, that's pretty neat. And I never even knew that this existed. That's super cool. Look at that. It hooks up to a vacuum, so there's no mess. That makes sense. Did I make the right choice? Definitely better than using a sanding block, I think. I'll cut these pieces of sandpaper into the right size to fit onto this tool here, and away I go. I think it's going to be a lot more ergonomical and just do a better job. Check out the progress on the Disney Castle. Jose's built the whole like front half here. I love all of this slope work, and these are actually print pieces, which is super nice. And the sand blue masonry, and just so much gold and light nougat color as well. Oh, look at that. It's like a heart. That's very cool. And then she's about to start bag number 12. And then we've got some interior detail going in there. I think the structure of this one is just far superior to the other one because there's actually like a double wall. Like these are part of a wall, right? With those metallic sticker elements. Like that's its own wall. And then there's another wall here. Whereas the old one, like I just built it recently when I did the double Disney Castle, there's only like the one wall, right? So it's built different in that sense. Pretty neat. A lot better. And look, the dance scene is set up. That beautiful chandelier above. So yeah, Jose's just been building this as she's looking after the kids, really, in her spare time. I almost want to take over because the next thing she's building is the other exterior wall. And I just think the way that these are constructed is very cool. So I think the first thing I want to work on here in the amusement park is actually this pathway right here. So I made this railroad crossing too wide. I'm going to cut it in half. So rather than being 16 studs, it's going to be 8 studs. And that way this trail will start a lot like thinner, and then it won't look as weird because it sort of like tapers down to 8 studs here. But I definitely don't think it needs to be that wide here. So I'm going to fix that up, and then I'll try to mess around with the tile colors as well. So I keep running out of light gray tile, and here I am parting out the original Disney Castle stage with the hidden Mickey. So the tiling in this area is coming along nicely, but I did run out of the 2x2 light gray, which is unfortunate because we have a huge amusement park to tile off, and I think the primary color should probably be light gray. I don't think white would look good, and I don't think dark gray would look good either. I think light gray should be the primary, and then we can do different accent colors on the edge of the pathway. Specifically here, I used sand blue. I have a lot of sand blue 1x1 tiles because I found those on the pab wall. I also have some sand green 1x2 tiles, so I could probably get away with using those. But beyond that, I don't really have any like neutral colors in 1x tiles. So I could continue using sand blue, which I think looks pretty good, and I've used those in other portions of the Lego City, so maybe that's sort of my new accent color that we could run with. But either way, I need to order more. I need to order more light gray tiles from the Lego group. So from their website, you know, probably order another batch of 999, maybe even 2 batches of those, because we're going to need a bunch of them for this area and for the area out front of the Disney Castle as well. So I'll have to get on that ASAP. I wish there was a good promo. I might have to wait for that Houses of the World 3 promo to be available, because I don't really like buying Lego and not getting a promo of some sort or double points. Is it just me? I always just wait for that, especially when I'm ordering pieces from BAP. I think the narrower train crossing and path is a lot better though. It's consistently 8 studs, and it's sort of weaving through this area toward the entrance of the roller coaster. So I like that. And it's going to look a lot better when I get all the texturing done here and add trees, bushes, maybe some vendors, but I do have a vendor on the end of the path there, and also some benches. So once we get that added detail, it's really going to make this area come alive. And from afar, with that tiled off, it looks substantially better than having the studs. Like when you compare this to that from afar, It already looks way better. So I'm excited about starting the tiling process. I had to come upstairs and check on the kids. You guys doing all right? You guys curious? What's Dad been up to, hey? Hey? Mr. and Mrs. Yellow with your pizza? Hey? You guys having fun hanging out upstairs? Oh, battle over the pizza. You guys got to get you a second pizza since it's both your favorite toy. All right, all right, all right. It's the midday vanilla ice cream coffee milkshake. Woo! Now, I mentioned that it looks better from afar, but you know what doesn't look good from afar? Is the hole, right? A lot of people want me to build something that will fill that hole that is removable. But I don't think people realize how often I crawl and pop up through these holes. Like, it's multiple times a day. So I think if I built something that went there, it would just become quite a hassle, and I just don't feel like moving it constantly. So I don't think that's the right solution. With that said, you can see those drawer units because I actually removed the modular buildings that used to be right there. There's the big hospital and the large tower that had condos in it. And I decided to remove those because they are obstructing the view of the amusement park. But I think if I put a couple modular buildings there of some sort, it'll do a great job of sort of blocking the view of the access hole. So I'm going to try and move a modular building to see if that's going to work. Yeah, so this spot here is 2 base plates. I was thinking maybe the 2.5 base plate dinos exhibition would look great there, but it's 2.5 base plates. So I'd have to like reconfigure the road by shrinking this block by a half base plate, make custom roads there, and then we'd have half a base plate running on the edge of the table there. We could make some, 16 by 16 or 16 by 32 modular buildings to fill that new space, but then I'd have to reconfigure the houses over here. So it'd be like the domino effect if I wanted to try and place that building over there. Another building that's 2 base plates wide and might look good there is actually the bowling alley. However, I really like it here on Pop Culture Street. I think it's the right height. It fits this corner really nicely, but it is right beside the diner, which is very similar. My color scheme wise, I don't know what to do. Maybe I should try that there. The bowling alley definitely does a great job of sort of blocking the view of the access hole there, but you can't really see it, and I love the bowling alley. So that's definitely not going to work. Luckily, I just came up with a pretty good solution, which is actually going to open up some base plates here in the Lego City, and it just involves a little bit of road reconfiguration. Now, the roads that are going to be changing are the ones right here on the end of Pop Culture Street by the beginning of the residential area and also the roller coaster. So this road's pretty nice, it curves. Not a whole lot of roads in my Lego City curve like that. And I wanted to get away from doing a grid, but grids just maximize the amount of space that you can allocate to buildings. So what we're going to do is convert this back to a grid by essentially having this go straight through. And that's actually going to open up all of this space right here for more buildings. And it's also going to give us more space right here as well for that Dinos exhibition, I think, right? It's going to give us a lot more space for modular buildings because technically it's only 1, 2 straights, right? And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 road plates here. So we're actually saving 2 road plates, therefore opening up 2 base plates for other modular buildings. So now this road here spans 10 base plates, which is approximately 8 feet. It gives you a little bit of a perspective of how big this Lego City is. Yeah, 8 feet of road in one section. So the big question is how did this day turn into moving modular buildings and pretty much making a mess of my entire city? But hey, I put the Dinos exhibition here, and I think it does a great job of blocking this hole, and so do these little houses as well. Now you can't really see the Dinos exhibition because it's sort of blocked by these modular buildings here, but that's why I wanted to stick with one big building there so you can see it from either side. Now you can still see the drawer units down there and also the table like wood. So what I might do is something that a lot of people have suggested I do, and actually hang fabric specifically on that back piece there so you can't see the drawer units under there. Might just like Velcro fabric like they do at all the train shows. But I'm not going to do that here just because I don't want to do that there. But I might do it like at the perspective is where you can look into those holes there. But look at all the space we've opened up just by making that one simple change. It's actually crazy. And I think I'm going to open up even more space by doing the exact same thing to this road right here, because I can free up 2 more base plates and then I'll have a bunch of space. And I've been considering making some changes to my like table layout and extending my table layout over here by removing shelving. But it looks like if I just make some simple modifications like this to the Lego City, I know it makes it like a grid, but we're opening up some major space in the city, which is hugely positive in my opinion. With these changes, I'm actually able to put that building back. I'm not sure if the hospital is going to go back or not. Got all this open space here. And the road now goes straight in front of the Quickie Mart, turns right there in front of the Simpsons house, and then makes its way that way toward the train. And yeah, this is just like a nice block now. I like it because it's like a long street view. So you can look down these streets when you're standing over there by my desk. And I just think it looks better. Like I like this here with the buildings going around the edge of the table. I just think it makes a little bit more sense. It's a little more grid-like, but I think it does the job and opens up some space and looks pretty good. I might be finding a new home for this. Haven't quite decided yet. That's the haunted house. And I also might be finding a new home for the university. I don't think it really works there unless I find some sort of building for there, but not really a huge fan of the way the university's lining up with the large sitcom tower there. So yeah, I might have to do some building reconfiguration with that. But luckily I have a lot of space to try and figure that out. With that said, I've made a tremendous mess here. There's many figures knocked over and random tiles laying around and traffic lights laying around as well. So yeah, I've got a big mess that I've got to try and clean up now. With that said, it looks like I might have to pause my day for a bit because Jose is actually going to see the Little Mermaid live action movie with their mom in the theater. So I have to look after the kids for a while and do their sort of nighttime routine and get them put to sleep. So I'll see if I have any time to continue working on the Lego City after that. I guess you're not leaving for a bit, so I've got some time. So that's good. And so now I'm having a look at my residential houses. See how I customize these road plates here so cars can actually drive up onto their driveway. I need to do that for the new position of these ones, particularly that corner there. That is the McAllister's house, and that 3-in-1 building needs to be modified for those 2 driveways. And then over there, there's a couple more driveways with Ford Privet Drive and the Hillside house. So what I need to do is nail down where these residential houses are actually going to go. Like, you know, make sure it's a permanent spot because I don't want to do and redo that a bunch of times. So am I happy with those houses being there? I don't know. Got to give it some thought because we have all of this space now and residential buildings sort of span all the way around, right? So before I go ahead and modify all of this curved road plate, which takes quite a long time to build, I've got to decide, is that their final positions? Like, is that the best spot for them? Is this classified as working on the amusement park? No, I don't think so. I think this is classified as like reconfiguring the Lego City, which I'm okay with. But you know what is exciting about this? The fact that we freed up 3 road plates, and look at all those 2x2 tiles on those road plates. Oh yeah, I'll be able to use those in the amusement park. So what are your thoughts? How does it look here with these long streets now? Ooh, that's a pretty good angle. Same with this one. Ooh, I like that. McAllister's house on the end there. Although it is a grid, I think it looks better. And we have more space. Millie. Hi, Millie. How are you? Benjamin. What's up, guys? I'm being attacked.
She's coming after the phone. Ah! You guys are funny. Almost bedtime. Ah. Ah.
So it's about 7:15 and I just got the kids to sleep, and now I think I'm going to continue doing some dad stuff. That's the wall that needs to be sanded. That's going to be a lot of sanding. Holy cow. Also, it's been raining a lot and my lawn needs to be cut, but it's dry right now. So I'm thinking this is probably the best time to do it because it's going to rain again tonight. I'm hoping they fall asleep. Benjamin looks like he's not, but Millie looks like she is. After I get those dad things taken care of, I'm going to edit this video, and then I'm probably going to make some dinner and watch Better Call Saul Season 6, because we recently got Netflix again, and since the last time we had Netflix, Season 6 has been uploaded, so I need to watch that season, and Jose's at a movie, so maybe I'll be able to get that done and start watching Better Call Saul. Plus, I think I need to sleep on the layout, because once again, I got to change the road configuration for those residential buildings, so we'll see how that is. But I'm really liking the direction that we're heading with the Lego City. Glad that we were able to open up some new space. Also got the Mickey promo. Hopefully I can go back to Lego Store Exchange. That Disney Castle for the duos. Yeah. And go from there. Everybody, I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. And I'm going to go mow my lawn. Farewell.